Hey VC, it's John, Bipbopboom back again, and I just want to do a quick one because I got the Saxon box set. I wanted to show that off, and what we're listening to is Last Crack. And I had this record for, I don't know, 20 years, 15 years, and it just sat in my collection. I never paid attention to it. And it's called Sinister Funk House number 17. For some reason I thought it was like funk metal, and I never listened to it, and I guess I didn't like it on the first time I listened to it. And the covers, I don't really care for the cover, but I pulled it out just on a whim, and it's pretty cool. It's 1989 on Roadrunner, and it's that, like, I don't know, like in between metal alternative era. It's totally 1989 sounding. But, like, it reminds me of that era where it started turning to, like, prong and Tool and full Lavolta and pre-grunge. But it's a pretty damn good metal record. I'm digging it. The singer's really aggressive. This guy named, what's his name, Budo, and they're from Minneapolis. And I think they recorded another album after this, maybe 91 or 90, I'm not sure. But besides this cover, it's pretty good. Very, very, very aggressive. And it's a little weird, but it's not that weird. But it's a little 89, 90s-ish. But it's not goofy, it's not funky, it's not the stuff I hate. And it's solid. Alright, well anyway, I'm going on my political rant right now. I know everyone's got their choices and stuff, and I don't really ever want to talk politics. I'd rather talk records, because, I really don't want to talk politics, but I am going to recommend the candidate I'm voting for this year, and it's Ronnie James Dio. And I got Dio for America, and that's my candidate. Now, no one rocks harder than Ronnie James Dio. So let's make America metal again. And this is from, I think, 2004 presidential tour. I think that was whatever. But that's who I'm voting for this year. If I go vote, I'm gonna write in Ronnie James Dio. Well, anyway, start off, I got the Saxon box set. I know a couple people showed it, Steve and Chris, and they did a great job. And this is a fantastic box set for me, because it's, 1991 to 2009, all their albums on vinyl. And I didn't have any one of these besides Into the Labyrinth on vinyl, so this is what I needed. I have just about all these on CD, and now I have the whole Saxon collection, except I'm still missing Call to Arms and Sacrifice on vinyl. I need those. I don't even have Call to Arms on CD. Never even heard that album. Was that 2013 or 2011? I don't remember, but I don't have that. It's a really good record, a really good box set. It's probably the biggest box set I have. I don't know if I have a 9-album box set. I'd have to think about that. But actually, they're not in order because I pulled them out. But I don't think they're in order. Forever Free from 92, and they all have inners. Nice stock inners, and I think they're on 180 gram. And they all have lyrics and pictures. Solid Ball of Rock. From what, 91, yeah. Unleash the Beast, which is a little blurry, the cover, but I don't know if this came out on LP or what. Maybe they lost the artwork, but it seems like it's blown up from the smaller size, from like the CD artwork. This one's a little blurry, but I think it's the only one. And it's reminds me of the first Monster Magnet record. I remember seeing the LP. I had the CD, and it looked like they just blew up the CD, released it on vinyl after the fact. I got Dogs of War from 95, Metalhead from 99. Killing Ground from 01. Lionheart from 04. And this is one of my favorites. Inner Sanctum, another good one from 07. And Into the Labyrinth from 09. And Saxon, a great band because I think they just keep getting better in age. Each one of these records, pretty much with a couple exceptions, gets progressively better. You know, they really are classic metal. They are the definition of heavy metal. They remind me very much like Motorhead as far as their catalog goes, where the classic stuff was the early era. Then there was some sketchy stuff, but they really, both bands started peaking in the 90s and 2000s with their best albums. But I'm psyched to get this. I don't have the autograph one because I got this one from Amazon. So some of them came with a Biff Byford autograph. But it sounds really good. I A-B'd a couple of them with my CDs. And what did I A-B? What did I do? Hold on, give me a sec. Oh, what did I A-B? I can't even remember now. Well, I A-B'd Unleash the Beast, and I think it sounds as good as the CD. And then, they sound really good. I didn't listen to the whole thing through. Gosh darn, there was one of them I A-B'd, and the CD sounded better. It sounded more like a CD with the separation of sounds, but it sounded good. But sometimes the 90s metal or early 2000 metal sounds better on a CD, just the way it's EQ'd and mastered. You turn up the treble a little bit, and you almost get that sound. Why can't I think of what one I did? But anyway, it doesn't matter. But it sounds great. It's not like muddy or anything. But a great box set. And I recommend it. You know, I can't recommend enough for the price, $120 or $122. Get 9 albums, which I never would have gotten. Never seen any of them besides Into the Labyrinth. Never seen any in person besides like on eBay for like $50. And that's that. And the other album I got, this is my holy grail. I have thousands of records I want to get, but about four major holy grails, like big money holy grails. And I finally got Lightning to the Nations. And it's not an autograph one, and someone had written on this, I'm guessing, in the late 80s, early 90s, but I don't really care about writing on the cover because they all seem to have some scribble or writing. And it's just a plain white cover. And it says Diamond Head. They just describe it like some guy wrote it in a record store, maybe wrote it. Diamond Head's first self-produced album, which is miles better than their MCA stuff, contains the original classic of Am I Evil, released early 81. And I think it was released in 1980, if I remember. And it's got the songs someone wrote on them. And it looks like the Prince was penciled in, which I never quite... I've seen the CD reissue, and I think it says, like, I think Brian Tatler wrote, like, The Prince is the name of the second song. Maybe at some point no one knew the name of the second song. But it looks like this person didn't know until later on. But record's in fantastic shape. And the record just sounds unbelievable. I never heard Lightning to the Nations, like how it's supposed to be sound. I have a CD from the early 90s, maybe Metal Blade put it out, and it was on... I think it was mastered from the Wolf LP, because I think the story was they put this out by themselves, maybe 1,000 copies like this, and then 1,000 copies in the same generic sleeve with a label printed on their own label. What was it, like Happy Face Records or Happy Records? I can't even remember. And then it went to Wolf Records in Germany, put out the cover, like bluish. I don't know if there's a storm or it says Lightning to the Nations. And supposedly they lost the master tape, so all the subsequent CDs were mastered off that album, and they just don't sound that good. And I guess there's some issues with M.I. Evil dropping out. I just read that just the other day, looking it up. But and now I guess maybe just a couple years ago, they put out the white autograph-looking cover of Lightning of the Nations on CD, and I guess they found the masters. I'm not sure how they found the masters 35 years later, but either way, unless they mastered it off a good copy of this, but I haven't heard that, but I guess that's supposed to be really good, and it's got some of the singles. But this is unbelievably great. I mean, I knew every song inside out. I'm sure most people do, but on this vinyl, it is so good. It just sounds so meaty, and I think it's Suckin' My Love just sounds so damn good on this record. So I'm super psyched. This is one notched off of my Holy Grails. And I think that's all I'm going to talk about. I'll make it fairly quick. And now I kind of spent all my money on, oh, that's what I want to show. The Lightning, on these two records, the box set and that, I kind of blew my budget, so I'm not buying much right now. I still have some other stuff I have to show. But I just want to show one thing. That was maybe like one of the most expensive records I bought, was this Lightning to the Nations. I got it for a good price compared to what it could go for. I see it go for like $300 and stuff. I mean, without the writing on the cover. But that doesn't bother me. But I got it from England, and it came in this envelope, and I didn't even think, I thought it was like a magazine. I'm like, what did I order? I mean, it's not a record, because it's all kind of vintage. And it was a big money record. And he just put it in between two pieces of cardboard that actually weren't even, they had the bends in them already. And so the record, it came all curled up. I'm like, oh my God, that better not be the Diamond Head record. It was sent from England, and it's just a stupid envelope and two pieces of cardboard with bends in it. But luckily, this thing came in great shape. I mean, it made it here, as good a shape as it was in, you know. So, great for that, but worst packing I've ever seen, and let alone for dropping big money. I mean, the guy knew I paid money for it, and this is it. So that kind of bothered me. But other than that, that's all I'm going to show. Cheers, and see you next time.